The first person who could face jail time in relation to war crimes in Afghanistan isn't a war criminal, but the person who helped expose it. His name is David McBride, and he's not the only whistleblower on trial right now in Australia for telling the truth. Richard Boyle risks decades in prison for blowing the whistle on misconduct and aggressive debt collection practices at the tax office.
Is my husband going to be dead when I arrive home because of the stress that we've both been put through for years and years?
The federal Labor government has the power to stop it. Instead, they're shamefully continuing with the coalition's legacy of prosecuting whistleblowers. So what's at stake if these prosecutions go ahead?
These prosecutions send a chilling message to whistleblowers across Australia about the risks they face when they speak up.
You will not be acknowledged or rewarded for telling the truth. Rather, you will be punished, you will be prosecuted.
Freedom of expression is a cornerstone of democracy and a basic fundamental human right. And so when whistleblowers are not protected, Australia's international human rights reputation is undermined.
The fact that David McBride is the first person being prosecuted in relation to the allegations of serious war crimes in Afghanistan is a serious injustice. It sends a message that this is our priority.
The prosecutions are an attempt to shut down the washing of that dirty linen in public.
If journalist sources, if whistleblowers are exposed, if they're vulnerable to prosecution, then journalists simply won't be able to do their jobs.
The Attorney General, Mark Dreyfus KC, has the power to end these cases with the swish of a pen.
The government did drop their prosecution against Bernard Collaery, and they were applauded for doing it. The government would similarly be applauded if these two men could be freed from the threat of unfair prosecution.
You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who would say that it's right and proper to put these two men in prison.
What the Australian government needs to do is drop the prosecution.
Drop the prosecution.
Drop the prosecutions.
Attorney General, drop the prosecutions.